So if you're feeling really good right now, why don't you pause this video and see if you can sketch this first without me? Otherwise, let's follow along. So once again, to start off my tangent graph, I find my vertical asymptote. That's when what's inside my tangent equals negative pi over 2 or pi over 2. No solving needed. We know that our period is going to be pi over b, which is pi over 1, or pi. So that means the end of my second period is going to be pi over 2 plus pi, which is going to be 3 pi over 2. So let's give ourselves some sketching room. All right, we're starting at negative pi over 2, pi over 2, 3 pi over 2. And we know in each of these we're going to have our dashed vertical asymptotes. I'm going to split these up. So this is 0, pi over 4, negative pi over 4. This is going to be, let's see, pi in the middle of these. This is going to be 3 pi over 4. And this is going to be 5 pi over 4. You should start to see a pattern as you're breaking these up. So I see that my amplitude is 1/2, and from the negative we reflect across x-axis. So that means my maximum and min, or not my max and min, but my two key values are going to happen at positive 1/2 and negative 1/2. So remember, in the middle of each period is where we hit 0. And then normally we start up on the right, but since we're reflecting, we're going to start down on the right. And that point is pi over 4, negative 1/2. Here we're starting up here, negative pi over 4, positive 1/2. Once again, we're going to start up here, 3 pi over 4, 1/2. And then down here, 5 pi over 4, negative 1/2. And now we can draw our tangent curves going through those key values, knowing that they extend on but never cross our vertical asymptote.